What the heck? Can you see this? That's a Christmas tree. Someone put up a Christmas tree in the forest. I'm gonna check it out. I'm not even in the park where I want to be yet, but this is cool, right? This is so cute. Oh, there are so many trains. I'm really sorry. This one is actually the forest, or let's say the setting, where I filmed one of the mindfulness videos where I was talking about how to implement mindfulness in your everyday life. But really, you don't need to do so much. You just basically have to go out in the woods or in a park or at some naturey place every day, because that will totally make your life more mindful already. So maybe some of you locals can see where we're going now. This is actually called the Nymphenburger Schloss or Nymphenburg Palace, which is a big castle or palace in the middle of Munich, or more like the northwest of Munich. And it's a nice big park in which you are not allowed to ride a bike, but yeah. The sunlight is really beautiful this morning. It's really nice. I actually like to have the sun in my face and the snow on my feet, and sometimes to have the snow in my face too. I know this is not like a real hike, it's just a walk in the park, but this is as close as it gets for me today, because it's actually work day and I'm just taking like a real quick break. I'm not living too far from this park and I can just go here whenever I want and have a little walk. And it's actually nice that it's wintry and cold, because I'm a person who's always cold. I'm always freezing, especially when I'm inside. But when I'm outside, I actually get really warm with all these layers and everything, and my feet are not cold now. My feet are colder at home when I sit in the home office on my computer. So now this is actually one of the sad spots of this tour, because down here in this little, I don't know what to call it, this thing, all the water from this canal seems to go through here like a little bit, because I think there's a river somewhere here. And whenever I come here, I don't see it now because it's winter and there's snow on it, but wherever I come here, there is trash in there, like a whole pile of human trash. And it's just so sad that whenever you go to nature today and have a hike or even just have a walk in the park, there is so much trash, and so much trash in the water especially. So yeah, just saying, just take your trash home if you go anywhere, and don't even throw it in the garbage bins, because you've seen what happens to them sometimes. So I like to take my trash home and recycle it at home, because I think that way it's safe, that it at least has a chance to be recycled, which it doesn't even remotely get when you just put it in the one for all bin outside. And here you can see the castle. It's actually in the back, right or left beneath this tree in the middle. Can you see it? This is just so typical Munich. Look at this. You've got this old nice bench here, and then you've got the ugly new one. This is like very typical for Munich. Wherever you go, you know, gentrification and new things and whatever ugly new thing they can come up with, they build it and they put it in the place of some nice old thing. I mean, that bench is probably a stupid example. It's like this, the ugly one is actually practical. But you know, what I think is happening a lot in Munich is that actually a lot of old buildings are torn down and then new houses are built in these old districts, and it just looks so sad if you look at these. They mostly look like Lego, and yeah, of course they are bigger, more people can live there, but the city becomes so dark and so condensed. So at this point I'm practicing some gratitude here because I can actually be in the park and enjoy a little bit of space, because the city loses its space. The city loses a space for the humans. It is taken by cars, by houses, by so many things, by industry. And Munich is a big city, so there's not a lot of nature around here. I mean, you can go to the mountains, that's easy, you can do that, but it's a bit of a drive. And so around here, like directly like out of the city, if you leave the city, you will not just find a deep forest. That is just not doable. And where I'm from, Thuringia, it was much easier to find like a good forest where you can go skiing and where you can do a longer walk without meeting anybody. But here it's really kind of difficult. So here we are on my phone because my battery died. I think I've drained it one too many, so I'm gonna get a new one and treat that one better, hopefully. Because sometimes you just don't notice. If you don't have an AC adapter and you're filming, then you don't always notice when your battery gets drained and the camera shuts off. But I think sometimes it is a little bit too late, and I don't like that about the Sony. I think there should be some safety measure in place that the battery doesn't get drained, because that's obviously not very sustainable. Anyway, I think I actually like this park. Look around. I've found some cute spots and there are not so many people here, so I actually like it. And by the way, if you were wondering, this is filmed on my Fairphone 3, so that is the quality on that. The only thing that I don't really like about it is that it's pretty shaky. So if I walk, it gets all shaky. That is why I'm not doing this right now. But there are not so many occasions where I actually need to walk and film with my phone. Hey dear. Anyway, this is quite a nice park, and I think I'm gonna go here a few more times in the winter because we don't get this snowy landscape too often, and I want to get the most out of it because it's really beautiful and I want to enjoy it while it lasts. Okay, I guess I'm here at the castle. There's the castle, here's me, and I'm going home now. I'm not going to look at the castle, I already know it, and it's freezing cold and I'm hungry. I didn't have breakfast yet because that is kind of a thing that I do. I like to walk on an empty stomach, and I kind of always do that with any workout or yoga or running. Doesn't really matter, it's really best on an empty stomach for me. I really like that. So I'm gonna go home now and have some porridge. That's it.